How y'all doing today? Content analysis 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. Never let, never be a prisoner of your past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence. A lot of people have turned their past into a life sentence. They, you, you look at the American black male and you see in forever, we have always been oppressed, we have always been denied equal opportunity, and we have always been destroyed so that our family unit would not function properly as a family unit, that we'd be out there. We have no sense of family, we have no sense of community, we have no sense of direction. And no matter what, we've always strived and we always made it. And a lot of times you see the American black male has been having to take care of his family through the use of some type of criminal activity, robberies, selling drugs, burglaries, and some people, they don't make it out. They die, some go to jail at an early age for the rest of their lives, 30, 40 years. During the drug pandemic, a lot of people got life, and some people made it out. And I was listening to the rap song, and drug habits. I was listening to Drug Habits by No Cap, and there's a part in it that said, the only way that we survive or get out the hood is through selling drugs or rap. And a lot of people, it's sad that a lot of, young brothers, they make it, and they make it through rap, and they find their way out of the hood. They become millionaires, multimillionaires. But yet they still end up in jail because they remain a prisoner of their past, and they don't have nobody really plugging it into them like, you gotta change, you gotta change, you gotta change, you gotta change. Like, I had Troy Ave say, like, what am I gonna be doing on the corner? Why would I be on the corner? I'm bigger than the corner now. So why would I still stay in the loop with people who's actively selling drugs and doing crime when I'm going on stage and do something different, and I'm getting more money out the deal, and it's legal money? I could walk around with 30,000 and I don't have to worry about the police taking my money. I could drive whatever kind of car I want to drive, and the police could pull me over and say what they want to say, because this is all legal, opposed to the drug dealer who get caught with 30,000. They taking that. Pull over with a nice car. They want to see where you got the money from. They taking that, and now you're up. And the sad thing is, you're in social media, you're in the entertainment industry, you're doing what you're doing, and you're hearing the stories about people getting caught up, and you still running that same race. Let's look at some people and see how things change for you. Things change for you, because prison gets different, and not everybody survives prison. You get sick in prison, they don't take care of you, you could die in prison. They had one person in the prison in Atlanta somewhere, bed bugs ate him to death. Mental health, couldn't deal with him. I don't know how bugs eat you to death, man. They showed a picture of his cell, and it was crazy, Your cell not clean. I would have took toilet water, whatever I had to do, I would have cleaned my cell, And a lot of people think like it's cool, you're going to do these crimes, you're going to get away with it, they're not going to mess with it, but you fail to realize the one thing. Once you become a celebrity and you're talking all this criminal stuff, they're scrutinizing you more. They're watching you more. They want to see who you with, where you came from, what you've been doing. More or less, if you got a criminal history, they're going to be watching you more. And the feds are different. Police are different. They watch you. They let you get away. They watch you. They let you think you're getting away. They let you do what you want to do. They watch you, and then they pounce on you. And when they pounce on you, that's your ass. You're gone. Then you're crying. You got prison. You got people who do crime who they don't care about doing the time. When they get the time, they adjust. Now they living in that lifestyle. And then you got some who they get that time. People start dropping off. They don't adjust, and they want to make a deal to get themselves out of this situation and get back to real life. Let's look at some people. We're going to start with Casanova. Casanova's story is a crazy story because I watched an interview with Casanova, and Casanova said in the interview, because he signed with Rock Nation, that he sat down and he spoke with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z told him, man, listen, man, if you go to prison, he said this, if you go to prison, man, I can't do nothing for you. And he still end up in prison. Now, here's a man who did 8 years or something in jail, survived that. So you know what it's hitting for. If you was lucky to have a girl that hang out with you, you would bless. Because dudes don't do jail. Dudes don't do jail for long. When you go on a visit to visit somebody, you see mothers, sisters, grandmothers, girlfriends, cousins, all females though. You don't see a lot of guys knocking down them prison visiting doors to go visit their homie. You know, some of them might give their girl stuff to go take to them, and some of them, you know, but they don't go and visit a lot. And when Casanova got locked up, you heard his girl get on social media and say, oh, when he was out here, everybody was calling him, all his friends, where his friends at now. And once that started happening, you know that Casanova was going on a different path. He wasn't adjusting well to the prison system. He was starting to feel away now. But here he go, you the bad guy, you out there, you financing all these people, you still out there in the hood when your whole lifestyle was different. Why? I don't know why. You became a prisoner to your past. So now, not only did he stay in the loop with the criminals when he's no longer a real criminal, but he had to prove himself. So he's out there doing the shooting. He's out there selling the drugs. He's out there making the move for the drugs. He's out there doing hands-on stuff that he should have never been doing. Boom, he catches a RICO case. If he catches the RICO case, he been in jail before, he know what it's hitting for. I'm not going to go to trial. I'm going to plead guilty. Now, he plead guilty. You know, they tell him, you know, he plead guilty, he won't get a less amount. Sometimes they don't tell you. They just say it's favorable. You won't get the maximum sentence, but you're going to get this. So it says Casanova faces up to 60 years in prison. Is he going to get 60 years? We don't know about that. But if he continues in jail going on the same path, you can next, he get close to it, probably get 40, 30, 40, 50, 25. He's going to get a nice time that he'll be old. He'll be old when he comes home, so they don't have to worry about it. Enough time so he could be damn near 65, retirement age, when he comes home. And yes, prison preserve you so you could come out OG, and you've been in jail, and you're coming out and you're doing this and you're doing that, and you're still functioning like a young boy, because the crazy thing about prison is when you go in 20, you coming home 20, no matter how much years you do. You coming home in that same state. So now, he gets cuts in his face. A lot of people go to jail. It's not that easy, man. A lot of people think that you're gonna, this is on this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go to jail, they're gonna know me, and there's wolves in that jailhouse, you know. The more popular you is, the more popular you're gonna be in jail. Not because of your popularity and you may hit records and all that, because of how much money that you can now get my broke ass. Because I've been living off the land. I've been protecting people in a friendly extortion type of thing, and here you come, so I'm gonna snatch you. And they fight over those guys like that. I remember one time when Nori tried to go on population in the jail, and he was taking care of people. They fought over him, and he had to leave because one, he over there, he's setting them out. He got to set me out too, because we got different big guys in jail running things, you know. So a lot of times people go in them jailhouses and prisons. I'm not talking about that Rikers Island shit. I'm not talking about that county jail shit. I'm talking about when you get to prison. And now you in prison, and a lot of people go in prison and they get with the group and all this. You still got to fight for yourself. And some people get lax, and boom, they get them cuts in the face. Some people send people on doja moves. Like people was talking about the Mano situation, that they sent him to cut this guy, Big Bar, whoever he is. And Bar cut him back. You know what I mean? And Mano came home with the cut on his face. Now Casanova's gonna come home with a cut on his face. So at the same time, he's realizing this shit ain't what it really made to be, and I should have known better. So first he pleads guilty. Then he gets cut in his face. Now he realizing that they're saying that the feds say Casanova is a magnet for gang violence. Brutal fight could be used to get ahead, and whatever the case may be, it's cut off there. But now you realizing that if they continue with this path of thinking, they're going to bury me. They're going to finish me off. I'm finishing my life in prison. So what can I do? So now he want to renounce Gorilla Stone gang. Now he want to say, I'm not in no gang no more. That imprisonment itself is crazy and hard too. I remember when I was in Atlanta federal reception in Atlanta, guy came in my cell. He was bugging out, man. I thought I was gonna have to fight and all that, and I'm, finally, I just get tired, after sizing him up. He my size. He ain't no big gorilla. He my size, so I could handle it. I work out. I do everything. So I had to ask the dude, yo, bro, what's the problem, man? You got a problem like with me being in this cell with me or something like that? He's like, nah, man. I'm sorry, brother. What it is, they got me going to one of the hottest federal pens because of my gang affiliation, but I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say I'm not in the gang. So he takes his shirt off while we working out, and he was a GD, and he got his whole GD stuff. So I said, bro, how you gonna go and say you not in the gang and you got the whole tattoo on your arm? That's gonna bring you more problems. And a lot of people in the state jail in New York, I don't know what they do in California and all that. I'm speaking for my experience. And a lot of people in the New York state prisons, when they want to get out of gangs, they go to the Muslims. And the imam for the Muslim send some people to the big homie, and the big homie tell him he ain't in the gang no more, and this, that, and other, he Muslim now. And a lot of times they give the brother a pass. Not to say if they catch him somewhere, they still try to cut him up, but a lot of times they go ahead and let that brother go, man, because they realize that a soldier who don't want to be there no more is not a good soldier. He's capable of taking the whole crew down. So now Casanova's in the federal pen, and he's renouncing the blood gang. You could imagine how that's going to play out for him. But in the end, as you see what you're about in the streets, when you get in that prison, it changes a lot. A lot of things change for you and for the person in mind. All that gangsterism begins to come out of you. A lot of people get bitter at their counterparts because they say nobody's looking out for them, so they take dudes down. Let's cut a deal. The 6ix9ine of the situation. Let's cut a deal. So, I hope that Casanova makes out well, but he's going to prison for a long time. He got the cut in his face. I did a lot of time. I got cuts in my body, but I don't got no cuts in my face, and I'm thank God for that. And, like, if I got rich today, I'm not looking at no prison. I'm not involved in no criminal shit, trying to get there, telling what I might find myself involved in, I feel I'm old but young, but it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go to somebody else now. Let's see. Tory Lanez. So now we have Tory Lanez. No, we ain't gonna go to that one first. We're gonna go to this one first. So now you get Tory Lanez. You get a guy like this in a whole different type of situation. Here go a guy who's in a whole different type of situation. You're not from the United States. You get involved in violence. They say a lot of times when you're involved in violence, you get deported. I have some friends who got deported, and, because of their violent criminal activities, and you got found guilty, so you're still crying and still doing whatever you're doing, saying, the justice system was wrong, the jurors was wrong. You're going to come home on the retrial. That's the appeal. The appeal did not work out for you, so you're still facing a sentencing. And you're in a situation, once again, that you should not be in a situation. You got on social media and talked about how you didn't need Rock Nation and you didn't need Jay-Z and you didn't need this and you didn't need that, and how much money you made in 1 week doing some cryptocurrency stuff and all of that. But it was not enough for you to maintain your manners in society, and you got yourself caught up in a violent criminal case against Megan Thee Stallion. Now, a lot of people at that time were saying, like, he didn't do it, maybe Kelsey did it, and that he should have blamed Kelsey. But, I found this article saying Tory Lanez attorney said blaming Kelsey Harris for Megan Thee Stallion was not a good defense for him. It would not have worked. So now you write the letter to the judge. You go all to the judge. You telling the judge, I could be your son. I could be this. You're trying to cry for some help. But when you were out there on the stage, you're the toughest guy in the world. Why? Why be an entertainer and a tough guy? Why not be an entertainer, entertain the people like every other celebrity, like every other entertainer, like movie stars, like all these other people? And you look at your own rapper people. Jay-Z, he ain't trying to go to jail. Rick Ross, he ain't trying to go to jail. 50 Cent, he ain't trying to go to jail. Drake, he ain't trying to go to jail. Lil Baby don't seem like he's trying to go to jail because he's starting to do the Meek Mill prison, Jay-Z prisonums thing. So he ain't trying to go to jail. Yo Gotti got himself caught up in some situations, his name in it. He ain't trying to go to jail. And a lot of them, they ain't trying to go to jail. They ain't far from behind it. Because once again, you get in there, you start crying. Now you whining. Now you begging for that. A lot of times, this is what happens, man. This is what y'all got to see. This is what you rappers have to see. You have to stop acting like you're turning a blind eye. You have to make the change. Better your neighborhood instead of help destroy your neighborhood. Because when you go back into that hood where you come from, you're the person they looking at the most. They're looking at you for two reasons. You got the money, you financing them, and you're capable of snitching on everybody because you don't want to go to jail. You don't want to leave that glamorous lifestyle. You don't want to be the target inside the jail. Finding somebody to protect you. If you're not finding nobody to protect you, you PC. And then in Feds, they got people in PC to get you too. To set the money out to the people in population. So it's a whole different world. And now Tory Lanez, you in there, you crying. But out here, you was on a tough guy, you got this, you said this, you're moving with 100. Why? Now we waiting for him to get sentenced to see what he gets and all that. Now you got this guy here now. I like this guy too. Boosie Badass. Now I did some research on Boosie Badass to see what rappers was really trying to like take their money and try to fix up the hood. Cause I looked at Boosie neighborhood and that thing was terrible, man. That thing has so many bandit houses. He could have built so much housing for people and fixed so many districts up and made so many gated communities for regular people that he could have did real good, But once again, you feeling that you're a prisoner to your past. So however you got to the status you got to, you stuck with it. I admire that you got a lot of young boys with you and them, your family members and all that. A lot of things you did, but you get yourself involved in street stuff. That with the money you got, why? You start selling off your cars and all that. So you say Tory Lanez should have took a plea. I know me, I'm not trying to tell on nobody if I got caught up in a federal case, but I'm trying to take a plea. I'm not trying to finish myself if I Don't have to. I'm not testifying. If that's part of it, to testify against somebody, knowing I did what I did, and to try to throw the hand on them, I'm not doing all of that. I'm really not. So that part have to come out. I own up to my own shit. Whatever you say I did, that's what I'm owning up to. Whatever you say he did, y'all got this far getting us. Y'all go ahead and get him. I don't know what he did. I know what I did. I don't know what he did. I wasn't around him every day like that. I did what I did. That's the way I'm doing it. So now Boosie goes to court for a gun that he got on his own, and they dismiss it. He come out, and the feds get him because that's what the feds do. Feds, when you're a felon with a firearm, the feds get a choice to take it. And the reason why the feds get a choice to take it is because the feds are going to give you more time than the state going to give you. So the feds could either take it or let the state get it. The feds gave me to the state. I decided to sell drugs from jail because when they locked me up, I still had drugs out here. I didn't want to give it to nobody. Somebody gave me an option with the police to help me to sell it. I utilized the police and sell it. The feds came and got me again. Tried to get my girl for money laundering. I had to protect her, so I had to tell them she didn't know nothing, which she didn't know. She didn't know where the money was coming from. She didn't know nothing about why she didn't send that, why she was sending that money, why she was receiving money. I told her it was haircuts and legal activities, and they let her go, and I had to plead guilty right away and took my blow. She was safe, and that's the way life goes. So now Boosie gets to live up to the shit you want to live up to. If you say Tory Lanez should have pled guilty, what you gonna do now? Thank God you're out on bail so you could do what you gotta do and put your life in order and put your things in order so that if you go, at least you took care of the things and put things in order before you go. He was granted bail after you didn't get bail. Lawyers slammed his outrageous arrest. Judge grant bail for rapper Boosie, released from federal custody up there. And you 40 years old, bro. At 40 years old, you should not be moving like a 21-year-old. Yeah, we keep that young spunk in us. You got to be 40. Some of them young boys going to try you. You got to be able to fight them, be able to stand on your own. But I'm not too involved with them. At 40, you should be on a higher level, taking them to a higher level. You should know how to invest your money in better things instead of drugs and weapons and all this. Once you got enough weapons to protect yourself, that's all you need. I don't need no more. I don't need to be put myself in a situation where I can go to prison. Because now you're apologizing to your family. You should apologize to them when you first went to prison and you came home and said, I'm not going back again. I got these kids. I got my family. I'm doing good. I'm not going back. I'm not putting myself in any position to go back. If I'm going to ride around with a gun, I'm going to have somebody who doesn't have a felony. They're going to have a license. They're going to have that gun. If I got to put them through security school, I'm going to put them to security school. So that gun is all legal. Not to say that I won't take that gun and use that gun if I had to, but at least the police pull us over. I'm not getting caught with that gun. Now they say Boosie badass spotted with gun on Instagram in San Diego neighborhood. That's the dumbest shit, man. Much as you talk about how the police is watching Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you still gonna get yourself caught up in it because you still in that mindset that the police ain't fucking with you. Fuck the police. See, criminals really don't say fuck the police. True criminals. They say, hey, what's up, officer, and keep it pushing. Because they don't want the police attention on them. You doing dirt and cursing the police out and doing all, you bringing that attention to yourself. Why? Because you're stuck in the past. When you didn't care about going to jail. When you just did what you had to do. At 40, you want to see yourself do 20 years, 30 years at 40. That's coming home at 70. When you're doing good. And we're going to show you how it works. So Boosie, looking out for you. Hope you do good. But you fucked up, bro. Your mind is fucked up. You got to get your mind together. And the boy got diabetes. So you go into prison now, your diabetes start acting up. You got big problems. And we're going to show you that too. Okay, so now let's go to... we're going to go here first. Like, this guy here, like... R. Kelly say, man, I'm not supposed to die this way. R. Kelly claims he's scared for his life in prison after ongoing operation to treat blood clots. R. Kelly cries for help in prison. Claims his health issues ignore. Prison ignore your health issues. They really do. And then you got Boosie Badass with diabetes going up in there. They're going to put you on a special diet, but they're going to try to control it like that. If they got medication, you're going to be on medication call. But when you start getting sick and your diabetes start helping you, God bless you, man. God bless you, man. If they don't like you, it's going to be hard, bro. It's going to be hard. They take forever to take you to an outside specialist. You go through it, man. You know, you cannot be sick in prison, bro. You cannot be sick in prison, bro. And R. Kelly showing you, he said, well, R. Kelly, come on, man. You was messing with all them little kids and all that stuff. Them kids are suffering, so you suffering now. You know, God don't like ugly, man. You got your little money, you did what you did. Instead of you just man up and fuck it, man. You know, let me do a Russell Simmons, get me a Kimora Lee. I'll be with her for a while, make some babies with her. Then she drop me and we become hating each other and we get out, but she get half of my money and I'll go ahead with my life. Let me be a Jay-Z and Beyonce, get me a girl and just stay with her forever. Maybe I cheat here and there, I fight her sister and her mother and all of them, but we still stay together. Let me be a Rick Ross and don't even get situated with no kids and no babies and no women. No, you decided you're going to take your money, you're going to pee on girls, you're going to get all them young girls, you're going to be a little child molester type nigga, but you're going to have the family involved in it until they get sick of you, and now look at you. You're going to have all this child porno and all this, now look at you. You suffering, R. Kelly. You a guy who is deserving. Those kids are suffering too. You know, so, you know, this, you say he almost died after medical staff failed to take care of him really bad. What? That's the way life is in prison, man. Like, you think life in prison is all good and glamorous, and you still want to be out there with your millions of dollars acting like you got 100 soldiers and you stood about the street. I gotta live what I rap. Go ahead, bro. Live what you rap, man. Don't look at the signs before you, bro. You know, you got your Osiris, he done forced a kiss on that other girl. You got raper potentials, bro. You got raper potentials. Forcing a kiss on somebody to apologize later. You need help, bro, before it gets bad. You know, your money does not entitle you just to kiss somebody if they don't want to be kissed. You know? So, R. Kelly, I did put him up to prove that, you know, what you do is going to come back at you. You know what I mean? You're going to pay for your sins, man. You're going to pay for your sins at some point in your life. You got to know when to stop the sinning and ask God for forgiveness and just go on with your life. That He bless you with a good thing. He bless you with the ability to help others who down, to help others where you at, not to keep them where they at. That's what, what's my boy name? Kodak Black. Kodak Black made a song and he said, you know what I mean, he keep them boys where they at. He keep them where they at. He not helping them get up. He's staying where they at, you know what I mean? And you gotta stop that, bro. You gotta see what it is. You gonna go in there. They should show you, hey, they don't care about your health. You're gone. All right, so now let's go to, we went to Casanova, we went to Booth, Tory Lane. Now let's go to my guy. This is the saddest one, man. You got a young boy right here, man. This man is facing double murder. This man is facing a death penalty. And he had money, and he was doing his thing. And he's another one, you know. You get so involved that you got to do some killing. You got to do this. You're a prisoner to your past, man. Now look at you. WNY Melly's mother claimed the stress on this child gave her a heart attack. Your mama catching heart attacks. Your mama don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I don't know if your mama tried to talk to you. And a lot of y'all say, yo, what the hell is an OG? OG is somebody who been in that prison for a lot of years, survived that prison, gonna tell you not to go there. That's what an OG is, gonna advise you. The things he learned while he's in there, he's gonna tell you what he learned and not to say that. You got to be able to do that. You got to. That's what an OG is. An OG not one of them niggas who just want to get down with you. Yeah, young blood, let me get some of that weed. Yeah, young blood, buy me a drink. Yeah, young blood, I'm on there. Fake bodyguards and all that, knowing they can't carry a gun. They just leading you to criminal behavior that's gonna get you locked up. And he's looking good. He tried to put in for a mistrial. It didn't work, but they ruled for some evidence to go out against him. You know what I mean? But God bless him too, man. God bless him too. So let's go to our final guy. No, let's look at Tory Lanez too, because that new trial shit for Tory Lanez is over. So now let's go to this guy. No, before we go there, let's not go there yet. Let's go here first. Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo just got locked up. Now his shit is sad, They got him on some shit. Weed. Come on, bro. Weed. Come on, man. Y'all rappers ain't seeing what's going on, bro. These people are tired of y'all. These people are getting tired of y'all talking all this shooting, killing, bang, bang, drug dealing, killing, shooting, gangster. They tired, bro. And they wrapping y'all up piece by piece, bro. Y'all need to do something different. You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool if, you got different people, like, in different lifestyles. So if you want to make a record geared toward a criminal lifestyle, that's well cool, but don't live it. Don't live it. Just say, this is what I used to do, bro. I don't do this no more. This is what I used to do. I don't do this no more. Sorry, y'all. So this is what it is, bro. Indicted on drug and gang stuff. Multi-page 49 count indictment. And this is crazy. You find yourself involved in the murder, King Bond shit and all of that, with the Lil Tim. You don't get mentioned. You don't get big play a part of it. And you think they not watching you, going on and you going on. Your man gets killed in your car. You say you renouncing the Crip shit. But you're going on the same path. You haven't changed. You haven't left that lifestyle alone when you don't need to be there no more. And now look at you. It's sad, but look at you. Now, let's go to the last person we got on this thing. Troy Ave had one mission. And his one mission was for him not to go to jail for more than 20 years. Never been to prison before. Didn't want to go to prison. One of them ones that did all of this stuff in the streets, the shooting, the blamming, the drug dealing, big kingpin drug dealing, moving weight and all that. Never got caught before. Lucky him. And got caught up in some words over social media thing. And I ain't gonna say he got, and someone got killed because of his situation with Tax Stone. And he had one mission. I'm not going to jail for no 20, 30 years, bro. So what I'm gonna do, what can I do? They gave him a deal. Okay. Right now you're facing 30, so what we'll do for you is, because we really don't got Tax Stone good, but if you testify against him, we'll give you a year. Troy Ave said deal, and he had one mission on to convict this man, help them convict this man, and they convict him, and he was found guilty. And because of the time he spent in jail, you had all the social media lawyers saying how much time he gonna get, he coming home, he gonna get time served, he gonna get. That man got 35 years. That man got 35 years. When that man come home, I think he was 26 when he got locked up. 35, that man gonna be damn near 65, 70 years old when he come home. He gonna still be 26 because if he work out, he gonna sleep good. You're gonna eat that nasty meal, which is still nutritionist for you, and it's gonna sustain you. As long as he don't get himself killed in jail, because people die in there too. He's gonna come home fit, and he's still gonna be young-minded. Is he gonna learn some things? Yeah, he's gonna learn some different things. Who's there, who's not there, what to do different, how people tell on you, be careful of the people you're around. He's gonna learn some things. Troy Ave, their hater won. He won because he not doing that 20 years that he was facing. You know, he didn't get caught up in none of them situations he was caught up in. He wiggled his way out of that. And he's out here, and he should have learned. That's what I say, you don't learn. This is what OGs is around you for, to try to help you calm yourself down and do things different because you didn't learn. It's about the words going back and forth that caused that situation for Banger to get himself killed, and for you to have to go on the stand and testify against a man and say what he did or how things went down so you can get 1 year in jail. You go do your little 8 months. It's nothing, but I guarantee you that when you get sentenced, there'll be at least 5 years probation on you because they're going to hold strings on you too in hopes that you don't change and you keep going and find yourself in a situation and that 35 years will be on your back too. Calm down, young man. Things are over. Let things be over and done with. It's finalized now. That man got 35 years. He ain't coming home no time soon. So you could just let it go. All the naysayers and all the haters, just let them keep on going what they doing. You know what you're doing. And they know that if they if they misrepresent themselves with their violence with you, they know they're going straight to jail because they know you are not going to not tell the people what happened. Exactly what happened. He came down the block. I was just minding my business. He started shooting, hit that girl over there, hit me. I did the kung fu shit, knocked the bullet to the side, boo, boo, boo. Because when it's time to fight for your life, it's fight for yourself. I'd rather go down fighting than to stand up. So I did my kung fu shit, knocked that bullet to the side. It went over there, hit that girl, and there he go. God bless you, bro. And then when you look at it, Paxton, there go your Urban Plaza, 35 years, you know. So this is sad, and I do this to send a message to the young man. But I realize that you can give a person knowledge, but you can't make them think. Some people want to remain fools. Some of y'all just want to remain fools out there. Y'all don't want to listen to somebody who been through some shit. They ain't been through no shit like you been through, but the same shit, facing prison. I did like 25, man, like on the installment plan. I didn't learn. I was hard. I came out young, stayed young, man, and could then let people teach me different crimes. People taught me to sell drugs. I used to do robberies. And they say some people want to remain fools only because the truth requires change. And the truth requires change, young man. All y'all young social media people out there, y'all doing good. You don't have to try to disrespect people to get views. You don't have to try to, what's wrong with me? You know what's wrong? I say the things nobody else is willing to say. If you got something to say that's going to help improve a person's character or help improve a person's well-being or financial state, contact them. Sit down and have a talk with them. You disrespect people on social media, it could turn out different ways. They say the tongue is a two-edged sword. It could help somebody or it can make somebody hate you to want to hurt you. You decide what you want your tongue to do. But y'all should stop being fools, man. Y'all see it all before y'all. They coming after y'all rappers, man. And all rappers is not involved in that nonsense like that, man. Some rappers are out there, they're doing good, they making their songs, they talking that talk, but they not running around the streets, they doing their shows, they going home, they doing what they doing. If they outside in the club, they there for a reason, money. And then they're home, or they're low, or they're vacationing somewhere, they're out of the way, man. Get out of the way, man. Get out of the way. Stop letting the people take you out the way. I got one more quote for y'all, and then we're out of here. The greatest prison that people live in is the fear of what other people think. What other people think of you. You change, you change. A lot of people gonna say, oh man, he ain't street no more. You don't gotta be street no more. You just signed a $30 million contract. Why you gotta be street? Content analysis, man. Y'all comment, man. If y'all feeling the way about these people, y'all comment if y'all have some emotional feelings about what's happening to these people. What happened to the ones that I showed? Content analysis 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. Y'all like, share, and comment. Please do. I got a voice for y'all. Enjoy y'all day.